Hey everyone, how you all doing? Welcome back to another one of my videos here. Today I have a Northern Realms deck for you. I really hope you're going to enjoy it. We are focusing on the Commandos in this deck, guys. And the aim with this deck is basically to generate as many Commandos as much as possible. And these will act as carryover cards into each subsequent round. Later we can pull them out with certain cards and then eventually transform them with Draug here into the Revenants, which will give us a lot of value with the damage they can do and their death blow ability being that they can spawn another Revenant whenever they destroy a unit, right? So the leader ability is Inspired Zeal. We get to boost an allied Northern Realms unit by 2, give it Zeal, right? So if it's got an order ability, Zeal meaning that you can use it on the same turn you play it, we get 3 charges of this. With the leader ability, we are trying to just save it mostly for the Blue Stripes Commandos. So try to use it sparingly. But if you're safe and you have some leftover charges to utilize, we do have some order ability units, such as the Mauler here. You can damage 2, you can use it on the Mauler. You can also use it down here on the Ballistas with their order abilities. So it's a good substitute outside of the Commandos, right? So to get more into how we're going to play this deck, open up, and the strategy behind it, we have Cursed Scroll as the stratagem that we are using here. Draw a card of your choice, put a card from your hand at the bottom of your deck. Now, first round play, it's very specific that we're going for, and it really sets up the stage for the success we're going to have throughout a match. So we do need a certain combination of cards in hand. That's why we have the Cursed Scroll. So we do want Defender first round, guys, and Defender will get played down first. And either you can go ahead and play a Blue Stripes Commando behind a Defender, or Foltest, right? So say if you go ahead, you play Defender, next you go ahead and you play King Foltest. After playing King Foltest, you want to go ahead and drop down the Blue Stripes Commando next to him. Make sure the other one is in deck. And then you can begin spawning and thinning out Commandos, because that's what Foltest does, guys. Foltest will be spawning extra copies of the card that it's boosting, so long as it's a bronze, right? We're not a devotion deck, so it's not going to boost it by 1. It's going to remain a 4-powered unit, the Commando, but we're going to get extra amounts of them. So you can imagine we've got Defender down, Foltest, Blue Stripes Commandos. You keep clicking the order ability of the Blue Stripes Commandos as they get spawned out. We generate a lot of points. And that usually allows us to secure the first round with this deck. Other cards for the first round that you can use are cards such as the Blue Stripes Scout. So we want to be playing this card here on the melee row, and obviously the target is Commandos once more. So you go ahead, you spawn another Commando, and that allows you to use the Commando's order ability, once again getting more Commandos. Same method that we have here is... Sorry, this appears to be a bit bugged. Should be Megascope. That should be Megascope, but it's got Natalis there. Let me just get out of this 1 second. Okay, we're back in action. So, double Megascope here is used once again for the Commandos. Now, you can go ahead and use this in the first round, or even in the second round when we bleed, to generate more Commandos. Very straightforward, guys. Our whole strategy is just about getting as many Commandos copied as possible throughout the whole entire match. So first round play, Defender, Foltest, Blue Stripes Commando, and you just go ahead and use Megascopes and Blue Stripes Scout to spawn as many as possible. Now, when it comes to the removal and control options we have in this deck, they're not huge, but what we have is double Bombardment. This is to make playing Natalis in this deck more consistent, but the ultimate reason for Natalis in this deck is to ensure that we get AA, which is very important for us, just to get the cards that we need, especially being the Blue Stripes Commando later on after we renew Pavetta. So, as I was saying, Bombardment, the Mauler, and the Ballistas. These cards are added in here still for a specific reason, that in the final round, when we're going to play Draug, and we go ahead and get to transform all of the Blue Stripes Commandos into Revenants, Obviously, these cards, to get the death blow ability, we got to have our opponent's units lowered down to a certain point. So it makes sense to go ahead, play Bombardment at that stage, the Mauler, and the Ballista, and we can use that damage to kind of coordinate opponent's power levels down, setting up for the Revenant to go ahead, destroy them, activate the death blow ability. Another interesting thing to note is if we have some units that are very low powered, such as 1s and 2s, you can kind of do self-damage, self-spawning with the Revenants. Go ahead, kill one of your own units and spawn a 3-powered unit in return. So say we have gone ahead and played that strategy, as I've just explained, guys, for the first round. Our opponent passes. We definitely want to go ahead and bleed into the second. Bleed meaning we're pushing into that round. And the first play you want to do is you're going to drop Pavetta down on the board, and you're going to get all the Commandos back in our deck. Then once all the Commandos are back in our deck, we go ahead and play them next, right? So by playing them next, we'll use Amphibious Assault. This will give one of the Commandos a big boost. Then you can go ahead, play leader ability onto the Commando, and draw all the Commandos out. So I'll pretty much have one row stacked of Commandos. And what I would suggest is try to save the ranged row when you're stacking Commandos, because we do have a few row lock cards, being the Blue Stripe Scout is a melee row card, and the Mauler is a melee row card as well. Same with Natalis is a melee row card. So we don't want the melee row getting too stacked. Keep that in mind when we're playing this deck. So yeah, you can go ahead. You've got the Commandos down into the second round. That puts you very fast, way ahead of your opponent. Gives you time to play on if you like. So if you've got some more cards left to spawn at that point, go ahead and play them. Play all the rest of your spawning cards out, such as Megascope and the Scouts, just to get that maximum carryover value. I did forget to mention, but I will now, Centurion Envoy is a card which I've added into this deck because our deck to get the maximum potential is very dependent on a few cards in particular, being Renew, which we're saving for Pavetta. So after we've used Pavetta in the second round to get the Blue Stripes Commandos out, we go into the third round, we need Renew to use again on Pavetta, right? So that's a card we want to make sure that we have access to. So to remedy the fact that we may miss important cards when playing our matches, and which will stuff up our play, I've put the Envoy in here. Allows you to look at 3 random cards from your deck, move one to the top. So this card's for the first or second round. If you like, go ahead and use it. It gives us extra access. Okay, so say in the best case scenario, you've bled your opponent pretty badly into the second round. Then you just pass, you go into the third round, and this is going to be when we play a Draug, right? So once again, at that stage, you're going to hit Renew. And the target for Renew will be Pavetta. As I explained, shuffle the Commandos back into your deck. And then we just do the same thing again that we did in the second. You go ahead, use AA onto the Commandos, draw them out with leader ability. And at some stage, once we've got all our Commandos on a row and we're safe to play Draug, we'll go ahead and do that. I like to play Draug on the second last turn because it does have a Zeal order ability. And obviously the Revenants, they got an order ability, so you don't want to transform them on the last turn because obviously you can't use the order then. So go ahead and play Draug second last. And once all your units are transformed, have your Revenants down to use on the next turn, your final turn. And a final play that you could possibly use is a Siege Ladder to open up space for the Revenants, because obviously we're going to have a row stacked full of Commandos initially. So even if we're doing the death blow spawning with the Revenants, the row could get clogged. Go ahead, play Siege Ladder, move one of the Revenants, spawn the Revenants on the opposite row, and you can keep getting that self-damage value or damage to your opponent's value, death blow value, okay? Siege support, we are using it in this deck just to give Zeal. It doesn't appear to be super necessary at this time from what I've experimented with, but why not? It's pretty important to have Zeal, I believe, still, considering the specificness of our play. So you can use one Siege Ladder in the beginning as well if you want to make some room for Foltest with the spawns that's going on. So another tip I would suggest is try to use a Neuromancy and AA very sparingly, because that's the only way to access a particular number of cards that we have. So for example, to get our strategy going on the third round, we really must have Renew. And obviously we need access to Draug. But a Neuromancer is the only card in our deck which can really pull that off, considering the provision cost of Draug and the type of card Renew is. So, you know, when you see cards such as Pavetta or these kinds of cards here, just make sure you keep them in your hand because we really need them. Roach in this deck does fit the theme, gives us extra access to the Commandos. He'll work very good when we're versing, say, Symbiosis decks, for example, or any decks where they are spawning tokens, because on the Death Blow we gain Zeal. He does damage by 2 on deploy, and he's got the order ability to spawn a Blue Stripes Commando, summoning it to the row. So this could be another way to get Blue Stripes Commandos out of your deck too, right? Because he spawns one, thins them out, if for some reason you don't have 8A. I believe that is about it for this deck guide. So yeah, I did think of going with something different here, guys. I know I've been seeing, you know, Commandos being played with Siege, but predictability is a good factor of success for players in this game. And when we can throw the unpredictable at them, I think that gives us an edge. So, you know, playing Draug, it changes things up, and it does give the Commandos extra control. When we play them, you can damage some units down pretty well. So Commandos aren't such a Draug. I hope you're going to enjoy this, and let me know in the comment section down below what you think. Appreciate the support as always. Okay. So let's go ahead and play Defender first.
Tan their black-clad hides at Sodden will tan their black-clad hides again.
Gonna draw Foltest. And we're gonna put back Bombardment. Let's go like that. That's how we'll open up.
This dance you will never forget.
Okay.
Death to the enemy.
Put that down, protected behind the Defender. Then we get Foltest down. Start generating the stripes. And we want to try and save, you know, some important cards like AA and a Neuromancy for later in the match. Can be pretty important pieces for us. Pinkin, what's up, buddy? Ooh. We got the crow spawns going down. It's getting serious, guys. It's getting very serious. Close ranks. So it's not Devotion. So, you know, the copies that come out, they're not going to be like 5-power units like this one is. Just going to stay at 4. But we do want to bleed in pretty heavy with this deck. And then in the third round, we're going to go Draug. Wow, Doo-Doo into Crow Messenger 2. Interesting. Yeah, so the idea here is that basically we're just spawning as many of these Blue Stripes Commandos as possible. So, I mean, this card's nice because it can give us access to some important units too. That's why I've added this in here. I think I will... Yeah, we'll click that now. Maybe I get this down first, and I'm just going to try and get... what's her name again? Yeah, Pavetta. I mean, cards like a Nero. We're going to try and get those up there first for this.
Diplomacy is dignified work. My arse.
Ooh, nice, nice. There we go. See? Pretty good card for us, that one. Apollo Arrow. Thank you for hosting. Appreciate that. So yeah, this is like a Commandos versus Crow Messenger showdown happening right now. Who can win, guys? Who can win? Say we go ahead with this.
Elves must die.
Why not, eh?
Death to the enemy.
Easy. Easy points being generated here. Yeah, that's fantastic. Okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pass is going to be 7. That's enough. Yeah, great. How was your stream, Apollo? Hope you had a good one. This is my first match of the stream. I just jumped on now. Testing out my next deck that I'm going to be putting out onto YouTube. Onto the tube. So cards like Bombardment and any of our removal kinds of cards, we want to see them later when we're playing Draug. Just set up the Revenants. Wow, pretty nice hand for a bleed, it is. Yep, great. You believe they'll outpoint? Yeah, that's the kind of enthusiasm I want to hear when I'm playing my matches. So yeah, we've got quite a few Commandos already, good to go. Let us see. Okay. Go of the Princess. I might play her here. Don't you worry, Princess. You'll be saved. We're here to save you, and I will win today. Princess Pavetta, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to go Commandos ranged. We're going to be a bit careful of, you know, card placement, because our rows get pretty stacked. So if you've got cards that are row locked like this one here, you know, we don't want to potentially mess that up. So it's probably better to play Commandos ranged. Yeah, triple Commandos with Draug.
Bow before mortal.
Hey, you know me. Any shenanigans possible. Wow, this is a match of the swarms, guys. Swarming all around. I don't really have to be too hasty about using leader, do I?
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
We'll see. If that survives, we'll just play Commandos next down there. It's gonna be 2, 7. Yeah, we got room. Yeah, so Draug works really nice because, you know, he's not row locked anymore like he used to be as well. You used to have to play him on the row. We're going to transform the units, so... I mean, that sets up the condition pretty good for Roach, doesn't it? 2. Just row space is going to be a bit of an issue if I'm doing that. But it makes sense, doesn't it? Because we're saving leader.
Semper Fi! Nice mess you've got here.
Okay, and I mean, we could get Mega Scope up here, because I think we've got 1 left in deck, yeah, okay. Nice. Hey Doc, what's up, man? My guy. What's going on, bro? Glad to have you with us. Master Adoc. I hope I'm saying your name right, man. I was starting to think, crap, am I saying his name right? Adoc? Is it? Because I heard people say Edoc? Adoc? I don't know. Sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, dude. I'm just kind of going with it about how I think is right. But if I'm wrong, let me know. It's... Wait, the way I've been saying it is right, you mean? ADOC? Is that correct? I usually get called ADOC, which is incorrect. So it's EDOC. Okay. EDOC. Alright, dude, I remember that. Okay. So we just keep spawning, really, that's all we're doing here. Just go on max spawns. Okay, nice.
Nice mess you've got here.
And we haven't even used AA yet. Oh man. Nice.
I can help you if you wish.
A with a dock at the end. Yeah, yeah. So it's E-dock. So what do you just do then? Okay. Offering, hey? Okay, okay. How much room do I have here then? This seems good enough for us.
Death to the enemy!
Nice. Yeah, we got it, man. We've established it. Very important thing to know. It's looking good for us, guys. I believe this scenario do have points. Pretty much got everything we need going into the next. And Nero gets a Draug. You know, we got AA coming back. We got a Nero coming back. Yeah, cool.
Yet to speak its last.
Okay. So we can just pass now. So we've got full leader still. Pretty sweet for us. This card really allows us to manage our deck very well, I feel. This ad that I've put in. Yeah, cool, we'll just pass. Obviously, getting the right cards we need is very big with this deck. Yeah, big time. Have to, man, have to. That's how we're playing this deck. It's all about bleeding hard, pushing in. And then next round we're gonna go Draug. Yeah, we pretty much got everything we needed throughout this match. It's fantastic. Really, really good. How many we got here? 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Movement. Draug. What's AA get us? Gets a start, maybe? I think we'll keep it. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. Commandos incoming. Draug is on his way. Yes, sir. So many commandos, guys. It's what we want to see here.
You are weak.
That's pretty cool to see. I respect that play. It's pretty corrupted. So yeah, at this point, guys, you know, renews for Pavetta, right?
Cunning play.
Yeah, just pass it there. Edoc's popping off in chat. It's got all the lines. Okay, so you gotta remember, guys, right? A Nero is for Draug if we don't have it. AA is not gonna pull us Draug because of the provision cost. So what we're doing here is going this.
Semper Fi!
Get ready for it. Boom!
To the enemy!
Wow. Explosion. Hold your horses, guys. Hold your horses. Coming. The explosion is here. So I guess we should be next. Maybe this? Is he gonna play?
Free me. Lift me to the skies. Devour me.
It's not the strongest play for them at this point, guys. I'm just wondering about the damage, right? So Draug transforms. So what's it do though? Allied row without changing their power. Okay, so it's not really gonna heal them then, is it? As such. Well, that's a pretty good target already for Revenant. think Draug will be second last. And pretty flexible with our leader here. Okay. It's gonna be a Draug next. Cool. Okay, so we're transforming all these units back here. Let's go like this. Your nightmare is coming. Oh, that's lovely, man. Yeah, I like the look of that. It is a bit bugged though, as you can see down here. This is like the second time I've done this, and I've seen it like this down here. See the images aren't transformed. Anyway, we pretty much got what we need here. Let's go. We need time to do this. We need the time, come on. Come on, baby. Do it. And last leader can go here. Oh yeah, that's points, man. Oh yes. Love it. That's fantastic. So we do it, guys. Card down, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at this stage. Too many points to handle. Oh, it's Crump. Oh, GG. He's streaming right now. GG, GG, man.
A coat of arms is nothing you choose. Dare not.
What do we want to draw here? We want to go for as much spawning as possible, don't we? I'm putting that one back. The hand as it was pretty necessary anyway. Bear. So go Foltest. Hopefully this keeps Defender here. They might go Purify with Geralt. Okay, they're not going to address Defender, so we're playing on. It's fantastic news for us. This is exactly the kind of play we want to see happening here. Just take our time, generate as many of them as possible.
I once lopped off 3 heads with 1 blow.
Yeah, we don't have a direct answer to that, really. We just go for maximum copy value to begin with.
Nice mesh you've got here.
Good. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Pavetta, nice. Hand looks pretty good again. Don't know if we need Envoy here now, do we? Maybe not Envoy. Oh, sweet. That's great. Yeah, we go for the bleed with this deck for sure. So how much we got here? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be AA, I believe. AA into the Commandos. We'll play them ranged, so we're leaving room for cards like the Scout to work. Then we're just going to go ahead and copy as many more as we can. Start like that.
Regroup. Nice mess you've got
Okay.
here.
Let's try to get some good cards out of them here. Oh, he's got Maddock in there. Sweet. Got 7 so far. He's killed 1. See what they want to play next. You're kaput. It sounds like you've been working pretty hard, dude. Working all day, hey? What do you do for work, Edoc? Alright. I hope she'll pass here now. 3. So we're gonna be on 51.
Uh-oh. Trouble approaches.
Nice mess you've got here.
Where we past now. Still got double leader left. In this deck, we're just using leader for either the Revenants, some of our control units that we have, and obviously the Blue Stripes Commandos.
Keep the meat coming and I'll tell you a tale.
Ooh, just got us. Definitely wasn't expecting good there. Okay. Filmmaker. Got to film some very expensive cars today. Oh, cool. That explains a bit about your skills with your videos then. So obviously you gotta have pretty good editing skills for that kind of work. Okay. So Nero could get us probably Roach. Possibly damage, we'll see. But this is good like this. Everlock, okay.
In your dream.
Good target for Roach.
Can we go back inside now?
So we go ahead and renew Pavetta here. Just do the same thing, guys, every time. Renew Pavetta. Get Commandos back in. Wow, that's interesting. Nice, that's why you got into it, eh? Build your skills up. So, pretty sure it's a Nero here. Gonna Roach. Gives us the Zeal, Death Blow.
Death to the enemy!
Use one charge. Save the other charge. Maybe for Ballista, something like that.
Semper Fi!
Fantastic. Do you love to see your opponent do your job for you? Yeah, it's pretty good.
Double the kind.
I'm not gonna lie. I got no problem with it. It's gonna heal that back up. Just damage this down. I mean, even Maddox's pretty good death blow target for the Revenants, I guess. Only thing is if he's got bomb, he can bring it back.
Need a hand? Just chop one off.
So he may go AA here. I wouldn't have mind playing that, but our melee row is pretty clogged at this point. So we'll scale like this. We just want to keep the power down, right, for the Revenants. Second last play, Draug. Then we go Siege Ladder, free up the space. We can get Revenants spawned here from the Death Blow, and then Revenants down here too. That's good Revenant target too. Gets a pretty good Draug value, guys. Pretty consistent with this deck. So we've got Hjalmar. I mean, they're kind of giving us space like that anyway. It's kind of counterproductive to them, even though they're doing the damage. We got the answers. Yep, let's go like this up here. Awesome. Lovely, guys, lovely. So card down, and look what we're pulling off. Card down, it's great. Excellent value with this deck. Very happy with it. Draug's very nice.
One never need ask me twice.
What do you want to get in hand, really? We've got Natalis in hand. Okay, we've got Natalis. Guess it's gonna be... Pavetta's pretty important to have. Put this back.
Well played, my friend. Forgive me, but I must
Oops.
destroy you.
Oh man, let me select it. There we go.
Forgive me, but I must destroy you.
Right. Yeah.
This I like.
We are pretty exposed here. Yeah, this is the challenge, isn't it?
Semper Fi! Death to the enemy!
Maybe we go about it like this, if we can work around this somehow. Just to have Foltest there boosting that, if we can start somehow like that.
Onward! Attack!
So far we got 3 then. He just locks this with leader most likely. You can use Coop on it. Yeah, it's a good play for them.
Why, thank you.
Close ranks!
Right. So we're still going to do our thing. We're going to go for the spawns as much as we can. Bribery early. Kind of burnt out. NG hyper thin. Some variation of Commandos. You come to the right place, man.
I'm just a messenger.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, he's a very friendly player, this one. Saying thank you a lot, very polite. That's good. Okay, let's go about it like this. Captain Wardog, thank you for the follow, my friend. Hope you're enjoying my stream. I am testing out Commandos today with Draug. This deck will be on YouTube eventually on my channel. You can check it out there. I'll put a guide out for this.
Barbarian sword.
You will not regret this, good sir.
Yeah, they definitely have points on us, guys.
No good wine will come from here, not even compost.
They do have the points. We must pass on even, unfortunately. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 commandos spawned. Slow start for us this time. We have to try to stay ahead on points now. See if we can do that without going card down. That's a bit of a threat. Yeah. Does threaten us a bit, hey? Could be Pavetta. Hey, Horizon Sword, what's up, my friend? Very nice to see you here once more. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate that. Thank you for the support.
Forgive me, but I must.
So they decide to play on. I feel that gives us a chance, to be honest, though, to kind of get out of this card down situation from happening. So if we go Natalis into AA, get our commandos back.
Dark clouds gather over Temeria.
So let's try that, guys. Let's try to stay ahead on points.
Semper Fi!
We will use one leader charge here. Pretty much want to save that last one for the last commando plays we're going to do.
To the enemy!
Rajnish, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thanks for coming on the stream. So with the commandos, you know, we managed to hold up our points, not get bled, go on a card down. This stage is good. We can just pass and we play on. I haven't been playing as long as beta days. I came sometime after that. Do we really want to go spawning now? Renew. So renew, but we need Draug, man. Okay, nice, nice. So we got Draug. Envoy not necessary here. Roach, pretty good. So, first task we must do is renew Pavetta, and we get all the commandos back. Just like that.
Well played, my friend.
I want to start playing this since I love playing the one in game. Oh, you haven't been playing Gwent yet, Captain Wardog? That'd be awesome for you to jump on, buddy.
it bleeds, we can kill it. If not, we can probably still kill it.
Boost off by 1. That's it's pretty weak draw they got there.
Forgive me, but I must destroy you.
Could just bombardment that.
I don't mean to rush you, but
Nice mess you've got here.
Okay, we'll do this.
Semper Fi!
We can go ahead and spawn a few more because we have this card here. Yeah, Captain War Dog. I am on YouTube if you want to check me out. I've got a channel there. I do put out deck guides for the game of Gwent. If you want to learn more, you can have a look if it interests you.
Please wait your excellency. Falling behind.
So I believe this will give us Draug value because it's a human. So that kind of plays into what we're going for here.
regroup. Death to the enemy.
Yeah, sure. If you hit exclamation mark YouTube all in lowercase in the chat, you'll get a link to my YouTube channel. I'll take you there. Zeraf099, thank you very much for the follow. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming on my stream.
They will dance to our beat, sing to our tune.
I'm gonna play that there. It's got 1 leader charge left.
Salutations.
Showing your list. You can't share links in the chat, Crump. But I'll check it out. You got it on your YouTube or... Best way to grind scraps and minerals? Well, you know, if you log in daily, you do get some rewards, such as things like that. Also, just playing the game, you get rewards, just having matches as well. And just try to save your cards as best you can, or your resources, I should say. And have a real think about the kind of decks you're building, not to waste them. That's probably the biggest tip I could give you. I used to invest in a lot of decks in the beginning that I thought I was into or that I could make work, and kind of ended up wasting a lot of resources like that. So he's boosting his units up a lot, isn't he? Maybe we could use Roach as bait to get locked, and then the Marauder, or the Mauler, sorry, keeps his damage. That's probably good too, though. I guess we want that value. Maybe he locks this. We don't really care about that getting locked. Actually, it gives us a target for Draug by him doing that, which is good. Just wondering what sequence of play are we going to follow now. So Marauder Draug second last here. Probably Siege Lad will be the last play. I think Mauler.
Could have settled this amicably, you know.
Nothing will stop us.
How did I fare, Mistress Letitia? Well this time, yes?
Yeah, we've got our Revenants targets, guys. Little do they know. Little do they know, my friends. Yeah, that's nice. We can work with that. It's looking good. I'm liking the feel of this deck.
Suffering a noble's friend will be
Okay, so now we're going Draug. Get to transform all of the units. We will get some siege ladder value. Move an allied unit to the other row. Crew boosted by 2. So we've got soldiers here. So it should transform all of these down here. Sick value there. That's it. To your banners, my lords. Revenant's about to pop off, man. It's giving us room there too. So we just go ahead and kill all the 1-powered units, really. We spawn Revenants for every death blow. Whenever we kill one, guys. So we go 1, go 2. Just go like this, I guess. That's it. Wonderful. So he's got Terra Nova last, I believe. Gets Roach with that, is it?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Guys, we're beating some good decks out there. Very nice for us.